biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.
Y Media पे मैं रितेश मलिक, current chair Canada India Foundation. Today we are gathered here to celebrate International Women's Day, 4th International Women's Day being celebrated by Canada India Foundation. We at Canada India Foundation are committed, very sincerely committed to channelize the success of our women achievers in the society for the benefit of younger generation. We've started this mentorship program where we have about 60-70 mentees today, young women who are looking for guidance, help, support from women who have achieved success in their life and in their careers. This has been a very successful day so far today. Like younger generation, we are seeing they are really enthusiastic to learn, and at the same time, these successful women who've gathered here are very equally enthusiastic to teach them and to help them in their career path. Thank you very much. Happy International Women's Day to everyone.
I'm going to sit down and introduce our fabulous list of panelists alphabetically. And I'm going to give you really brief intros to them because it would take all day if I read all of their accolades. So here we go. First off, we have Ali George Kanjanatopil. She is the CEO of the International Justice Mission. And if you're, you should all be very familiar with this organization. It's a fabulous organization. They are a global organization working in 16 countries to combat trafficking and slavery and violence against people in poverty. Here she is. And I'm going to have you sit at that because I have a sense you have the loudest voice, so I'll be able to hear you from there. I mean that in the nicest way.
What about that?
I come from a family of loud women, all from my great-grandmother. That's totally cool with me. Next up, we have Neha Kovak, who is the Vice President of Experience at Canada Goose, a company I shouldn't have to really explain to you because a lot of us covet their stuff. So I'm sure that you're very familiar with the organization. Here's Neha. And then Dr. Pearl Bale, who comes actually straight from a morning of work, which is yet another reason why she's impressive. She's a physician, professor, and a service medical director at Trillium Health Partners. And Shreya Gupta, who may have had a kind of a big lunch. Can we say Shreya? She is a technology, commercial, and privacy lawyer with the global law firm Norton Rose Fulbright. And I have to say, as you can tell, she's expecting and quite far along, but she has been very gracious to be here because I think this day matters a lot to her. Let's give her a hand. And then, of course, Supreet Varna, who's the Chief Operating Officer at HSBC. Again, a brand and name you should be very familiar with. It's one of the world's largest financial services organizations. So now I can throw one question to this group and leave, and they would keep talking. So once in a while I'll be like, so here we go. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get us all warmed up, okay? Warm our voices up. Rapid fire questions. You got to be quick. I know I'm going to start with you. You all ready? Okay, here we go. There might be some sharing of mics needed at some point. Okay, here we go. What is the one app on your phone that you can't live without?
School buddy, so that I can stalk my kids when I'm working.
Is it shameless of me to say my HSBC mobile banking app? Actually, truly though, it's Instagram, because that's how I stay connected to my 19-year-old daughter. Mine's Instagram too, and it's how I stay connected to my friends. So right now, my 2.5-year-old is around enough, so I don't have to track him down yet.
I'm going to give you a different answer. I'm going to say Shazam. I don't know how many of you know of the app. Yes. Okay, I'm not that old, okay? So it's an app that kind of downloads music and you can live get music. So you just kind of Shazam it is what I call it. So I've learned with the the work-life balance that we all need in our life. I think it's important to have that, and for me, music is a very important piece of my work-life balance. So I want to stay on top of my music, so that's one of the things that I love about this app.
I love it. Okay.
There's two. Uber Eats, so like my kids are fed, or VVIPs in that app. And then second is Instagram. It's because the brain works so hard all day long, and it's an ongoing joke with my family. Like 30 minutes after the kids and everybody's fed, and I just go belly flop on my bed and doom scroll. And like eating videos, this is a thing now. When you watch people eat, it is a thing.
It's an odd thing, but you're drawn to it.
Yeah, I know. And it's a huge trend in India. A huge trend in India. So like people eating curry and rice and bananas, and I'm like, I can't look away.
Okay, you surprised me. Some of the answers are surprising. Okay, what is one part of your daily routine that helps you ace your day at work? I want to start with you first. What is one part of your daily routine that helps you really ace your day at work?
I think it's taking a step back first thing in the morning and figuring out how I want to show up. The things that I want to achieve, the way I want to make people feel, and what I want to walk away, so that when I put my head on the pillow at night, I feel good. I'm not ashamed of the way I showed up. I'm proud of the way I showed up, and I've done a fantastic job of just doing the thing that was expected of me, and then going above and beyond. And then creating safe spaces, making sure that the voices that are around you are actually feeling safe enough to communicate. Dr. Gail?
So very complicated question, and could take a long time to answer, but I'll try and keep it short.
Rapid fire.
Yes. So I think one of the things that I like to do that keeps me on top of things is organizing my day the night before. So I try and look at my calendar for the next day in terms of things that I need to do and prioritize. So I have a sense of when I need to multitask and when I don't. So I think that's what really helps me with my time management and efficiency. So just looking at what the next day is going to be like the night before.
Shreya.
For me these days, it's really a quiet breakfast with my husband at 5 in the morning before my son wakes up. You're reflecting on the day before, you're figuring out what to do the day next day and next week, and if I can get that quiet time and just some food in me, yes, more than a food baby here, then it sets the day.
At 5 a.m.
These days.
Yeah. Kudos. Sabrina.
Namaskar, Sasrika, or Adab. I'm Nina Tangri, the MPP for Mississauga Streetsville and the Associate Minister of Small Business in Ontario. And it is my honor and pleasure to be here at the Canada-India Foundation International Women's Day event. Today we're actually having a wonderful afternoon of listening to some amazing women and their career paths, empowerment. Some are entrepreneurs and some have very high executive jobs. And it's just really nice to see people from so many different professional backgrounds, and also as my position in government to be able to share my experiences and hopefully encourage more women to get into government. And it really is a great opportunity, I think, for all of us to lift each other up as women, but also to the men who are here that's supporting us as well. So I want to thank everyone at Y Media for being here, joining us today, and it's a great afternoon to listen to some wonderful speakers.
The biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.